Your original hometown dealer, Saida, Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
Pahrump has seen a troubling rise in manufactured home fires in the recent weeks, raising concerns among residents and first responders alike. To understand what's behind the spike and how homeowners can protect themselves, News 25 sat down with Fire Chief Scott Lewis for insight into the causes and the critical steps that can help prevent these devastating incidents.
We have been having an extraordinary number of structure fires over the last several weeks. Many of them have been catastrophic events. Others we've been able to get there and stop the forward progress of the fire in a timely manner. A lot of that is dependent on so many different factors. Number one, where the fire is located. Number two is, does it have an established water supply, such as fire hydrants? Regarding manufactured dwellings, there's a myriad of different issues that come into play. One of the first things is, what year was your structure manufactured? Just like anything else, when you talk about manufacture, you're basically talking about a home on wheels that are then set up. So it's a mobile structure used as a fixed structure. But they come in sections. So those sections have to travel on our roadways, so they have to meet weight requirements. And as a result of those light weights, when something bad happens, that lightweight material burns much faster than what we would call a site-built home, where they can build integrity, use mortar products, use tile roofs, things like that. Almost every manufactured dwelling has very lightweight exterior walls, very small and thin structural members, and almost in every case it's an asphalt shingle roof. The other thing too is the electrical system. When you transport a manufactured dwelling, it's going to be set up for a certain number of circuits that you can design some of them to be bolstered in the process, but if you just purchase it, whatever you get is what you get. And so you can't, when you have a series, which is a number of electrical outlets in a row, if you start placing space heaters on each of those outlets on the same circuit, you can easily overload the system. So things like electrical fires are very common, especially when they start getting older. Just like everything else, everything has a finite time period in which they're designed. Most manufactured structures are usually 20 to 25 years. So one of the very first things is to make sure there's systems within the structure meet the requirements for the most current code. Make sure their smoke detectors are operating. Make sure they have battery backups. Make sure the wiring was appropriate. So when you get to older manufactured dwellings, they used to experiment with aluminum and other metals, which weren't nearly as good conductors. So you want to understand what you're dealing with and how to prevent those fires from the standpoint of what the capabilities of that structure are. You want to make sure which outlets can handle things like electric space heaters. Maybe you shouldn't use them at all. Maybe you need to have a certified electrician come in and rewire certain portions or bolster systems within the structure. The other thing too is to make sure that the structure isn't starting to separate due to age, wind. Even things like earthquakes can start moving that structure around. It can start pinching electrical wires. It can also start causing separation marks where if it does rain, you start getting that saturation coming through and causing issues in your attic space.